Okay, let's play. Finish that lyric.
Oh, I'm terrible at this.
Are you ready? I'm only gonna give you one word.
How is that gonna help me?
Oh.
I don't know.
Come on.
You
got it.
gave me O.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that supposed? What? And then I'm supposed to go with the song that you want me to go?
Yeah. Oh.
It's totally crazy.
No.
I know it wasn't the song. That's the only one I could think of.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews on the church corridor, and I
Can't help but to hear.
No, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful wedding, says the.
There's a tickle in my throat and it won't go away.
It's all those cigarettes you've been smoking.
Don't tell anybody that, Emily. I put out this persona of myself that I'm a healthy fucking queen, and you can't be telling people I'd be smoking packs a day.
That was a Marlboro. How do you say it? Marlboro?
Fucking virgin over here.
So I was more into the vaping back in my day.
The Marlboro Reds, bitch.
Marlboro? How do you say it?
I can't. I have to be like in the
Marlboro Reds.
Sounds about right.
Isn't there an L in there?
Marlboro.
It's like Worcestershire sauce.
I actually prefer the Camel.
Worcestershire.
The Camel and that's a black pack.
Oh, you're bougie with it.
I'm kidding. Actually, fun fact: I never smoked a cigarette ever.
Me neither.
Never actually.
This is an anti-cigarette. Wait, what is this? We're not on TikTok.
It's like the MTV, like, you know, and it's like acts like,
oh yeah.
smoking's not cool.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well.
No, I've actually never
A
smoked
good
cigarette in my
vape
life.
hit when I'm drunk as shit though.
Hits.
Yeah.
Hits.
Yeah.
I've done that a time or two.
That's just our generation though.
No, yeah, but
We're like, cigarettes are disgusting, the bane of existence. So I'm like, oh, you have a cool mint jewel pop.
I was like, blueberry mint.
What the fuck?
Let me hit that. And then I cough every time because I'm a fucking bitch.
Whoa, that one's got a lot of clouds.
I was like, it's not because I can't take this. It's because it just hit the throat. You know what I mean? I'm going to say it. Have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad. I'm naked. Hold on.
We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth. Well, speaking of vaping and Panic at the Disco, we went to full circle. I was trying to take it to emo night.
That was your best transition ever. I love you, but normally there's such shit, and that was so good.
It's because normally the thing I'm trying to transition to has nothing in common.
Right.
But something just works about vaping, Panic at the Disco, and then this thing that we went to called emo night.
Mm-hmm.
So fill in the people what at a eagle's eye perspective this event was that we went to on Thursday.
Well, blown away. So basically it is like, I would say 2000s like emo essentially.
Yeah,
like music, and it's basically just like a DJ. It's almost like
it was more like pop punk music.
Yeah, it really was.
It was like Paramore, Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, very mainstream, like punk music,
like stuff like that, right? So I mean, stuff that like everyone would know. So even if you're not into like the emo scene, which like we only brush the surface of that type of music.
Yeah. We're like basic bitches when it comes to like emo music.
Yeah, like if my sister didn't have it burned on a CD,
yeah,
I don't know it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how that shit was. But yeah, it brought a bunch of millennials out on a Thursday night, including us, and we're Gen Z.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so it
was like a DJ.
Yeah, it was like an event in this venue in East Nashville. If you're a Nashville native, you'll know the spot. It's called the Basements, okay? And we didn't go to the one on 8th. This was the one in East, so it was like the better venue. And I guess it's like they do it kind of regularly. You said you had a friend that had gone before, like a couple months back. But yeah, it was it was the weirdest thing I've ever been to, but also the greatest thing I've been to in a long time. It was also
so much fun.
So essentially, it was like this singular DJ. It was only one DJ the whole night, and he was playing like a track list. Like he wasn't mixing anything. He was just playing songs off of a laptop, basically.
Straight up, like you and I could have gone and had emo night.
It was essentially like he was shuffling music on his like phone.
Yeah, his iPod.
And
Nano.
then he had like 4 people on stage with him that were, I guess, his friends.
Like this hype people.
Like
they were out here. They knew every single word. They knew what was coming. So he's played this list before.
Yeah.
And they just were.
They acted as just performers, I guess. Like I guess because it was just a DJ, they were like supposed to be just like the lip syncing kings and queens.
They were
of the
legit
stage.
just like hype men.
Yeah.
For like the crowd, they like brought people up on stage. They were dancing with people. They were throwing beers on people. Like they were just there to hype the crowd up.
Right. I don't know what their real jobs are, but I hope it's just that, because if I got,
I was wondering that the whole time. Actually,
if I got paid to lip sync Blink 182 every Thursday night
in an oversized white tee with
basketball shorts,
yes,
and a Miller Lite in hand,
yes,
fucking sign me up.
And your high top yellow Vans,
yeah, and my hair in a slick back ponytail, just looking like sweaty.
Nothing better.
I mean, I cannot think of a better job than that.
I'm actually shocked. Not shocked. I'm actually sad that I went to college and didn't pursue that as a career.
Same, because talk about a fun job. But yeah, so we go to this thing. First of all, we got in. We arrived fashionably late on purpose because we kind of knew we would either be A, the youngest people in there, B, the hottest people in there, or C, both. And I think we were both.
We weren't the youngest.
Well, we weren't the youngest. There, okay.
No, because
I take that
there
back.
was people that were underage, and like I didn't really realize at first because like, listen, okay, this was hang. What are my words tonight?
We're recording at 9:20 on a Monday.
Yeah,
so.
I honestly had a really long day of work too,
us.
and it was 103 degrees, so I'm like
hot as
dead.
balls in Nashville.
Yeah, but this was like head banging central. Like we didn't. My neck was sore the next day. Like straight up, I was like, I need a neck brace.
Yeah.
So like I'm out here just, minding my own business, and she goes, "Oh my God, there's an X on their hand. They're not 21." And I was freaking out
because that was the first time since I have been in college that people have been allowed in a facility that sells alcohol like past like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
That allows like minors.
Ew, but I also kind
of like saying
but
that.
But I also, I guess I understand it though, because it's like, it was ticket, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like it's like a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's true because like concerts are normally like all age and then you get a wristband for drinking and you don't.
And we did.
But this was weird because in my head, I'm like, it's just a bar with a DJ. Like you'd think they wouldn't.
Yeah, but like also the venue itself, I think normally has like actual performers.
That's
it's not
true.
Just like a DJ
yeah,
always,
it's like a concert
you know what I mean?
venue.
So it's like they had to still honor it.
Yeah.
In that fashion.
It was quite literally like imagine your freshman year homecoming dance if it took place in a 2006 coming of age indie pop punk movie.
And let me tell you, it was a fever dream.
It was literally, like, quite literally multiple times I found myself gasping for air because I was laughing so hard.
Oh, yeah, you were dying because people were just, like, honestly, the best part about it was
there was more people on the stage than there were in the crowd dancing.
Yes. And also, it's like these people live for this.
Live for
and
it.
they were, nobody could ruin their night. They were living their best life.
Also, can I just say one thing? I've never felt more comfortable and less like creeped out by men in my life. These men could not care less about the women there. They were amazing.
Yes.
They were main characters and they were not creepy.
No.
All they wanted to do was play the air guitar.
There was like one creepy guy.
Yeah.
That he like So he like kept trying to like brush up on Emily and was like following us at first, and then you went to get another drink, and I was like, oh, I'm good because I have to drive later.
Yeah.
Responsible queen. And
I just Ubered home.
Yeah, well, I Ubered to your house and then I drove home.
Yeah.
But like you went to go get a drink, and he was like, so is this your first time here? And I was like, fuck.
Is it not everybody's first time?
I
didn't know
like,
this was a normal thing.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it is. Like, and the thing is, the thing about me is,
Kellen is just so nice to everybody, including ugly ass dudes.
and this guy is creepy.
Because I felt his fucking ball sack on my butt like 4 times. And I was like, yo, I get it, and normally at a concert you're butt to nut, but this was not the scene for that. Nobody was up on people. Like it was the best.
Yeah.
Except for this dude.
Yes. So I'm like, yeah, like it's my first time here. Is it yours? And like also they're playing a banger of a song. Don't remember it, but they were playing a banger of a song. I'm like, I'm not trying to deal with your ass right now. I'm trying to headbang, be into this shit.
Right.
You know?
And I'm on the rails, bitch.
Yeah.
So
like,
I'm taking this seriously.
Yeah.
Okay?
Get out of my face.
Yeah.
And he like just kept trying to like ask me questions. Like, oh, like you live in Nashville? And then I started lying. I was like, no. I said, I'm here for CMA Fest. Like as CMA Fest is happening, and I'm like, I'm here for it. Bitch,
yeah,
like,
I'm a true lover of country music. Is at a fucking emo night in East Nashville.
But anyway, yeah, no, the night was literally so fun. Everyone was living their best lives. There was a couple main character moments where we loved.
I was admiring, honestly.
Yes.
Like it was. I can't even put it into words how majestic it is to watch a, king air guitar it up to a fucking Blink 182 song.
He looked like he should have been in Grease, like the movie Grease.
Yeah,
that's how he was dressed.
On his knees. He did he slid on his knees at one point, and like went like his knees were on the ground, but like his back was also on the ground. You guys know what I'm saying? Like playing the air guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it was chef's kiss of comedy in the best way.
Oh,
because at the same time I'm laughing at him, I am laughing because I'm so happy that he's happy.
Like, yes, it's a euphoric experience for him at this moment.
It was
like,
literally so
there
good.
was this one guy though, my favorite man of the entire night. He had his hair spiked up in the back, comb over in the front, gelled to the max.
Yeah,
with red spray paint like in his hair.
Yeah.
Wearing a spike necklace. He also
like
had
a collar. Like it was like
a collar. Yes. He had on a Game Boy Control t-shirt with a spiked belt and like ripped jeans. And he had
a white and black striped long sleeve shirt under his short sleeve shirt.
Was it long sleeves or was it just like arm things?
Oh, you think it was like a shooting sleeve?
Yeah, I don't think they were
like referee sleeves.
Yeah, like I think that he just like had that shit on,
probably.
And then he had his fingernails painted black, and
he had black lipstick on.
Yes, he did, and he also smeared makeup,
like eyeliner, just like mushed all over his eyes. Oh shit!
He came there,
and he had glasses on, so it was like it was even better because he had the glasses over the smeared makeup.
Yes, he came there to absolutely live out his best life.
He wanted to rage.
He did not lead that stage, so they kicked him off.
No.
He lived, but like the thing is, I loved him.
Oh yeah.
I think I fell in love by the end of the night because he was just so happy.
It was something about watching all of these people live in their truest selves that made me quite literally like feel euphoric. Like it was weird.
Yes.
Like it was just a bunch of just like stereotypical like weird kids.
Yes.
But they were the main characters of the night.
And I was happy to take it back.
Like me and Kellen were just being fangirls the whole time of these people.
To these people we've never met before.
We were like everybody who was on stage was meant to be on stage.
And these people like were from the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Okay, also, we both have like random bruises all up our legs from this night. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, because that was another thing. Like, I have been to some crazy ass, like, quote, violent concerts where it's like moshing going on. First of all, this group of people is so cute. They attempted to mosh, and it was the most polite moshing I've ever seen. It was essentially the same thing as like a good game kind of high five, but of the shoulders. Like it was so gentle, and I was like, oh, "This is cute." Honestly,
it was cute.
Like it was so like, "Oh, are you good? Okay, just want to make sure." Oh, did I push you too hard? Oh, sorry. But somehow we walked away looking like we just got out of like a shin battle with people. Like my shins are completely torn up and I don't know how.
No, it was a wild night. It was really fun. Apparently they go on tour at a bunch of different cities. So
yeah, check it out.
If emo night is at a place near you, it's only $14 a ticket. Like
literally so much fun.
Yeah. It really, really was. And like, it's not like we knew every song, but like
we knew a lot of them.
We did know a lot of them, but I would say like, again, it goes back to like watching just everyone live their best lives.
It was amazing.
Best experience of your life.
Like I would love emo night. I would have loved like disco night. Like I don't know, something about just like having music genre nights, but not just one artist. It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, and I actually agree to that because it was like, and also it wasn't a performer, so you didn't have to like listen to them try to do covers.
Yeah,
because like that's something about Nashville that they just like stay doing. Yeah. Like downtown is like
especially in Nashville because it's like people trying to become singers.
Right.
Not everybody should be a singer. Just like not everybody should be a podcaster. Some people might say that about us. But you know what? In true Nashville spirit, we're going to do it anyways. Just because.
We're going to do it anyways.
Yeah. So.
I mean, that's like, not everyone should wear.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. Anyway. We know that emo night isn't trending. But you know what is trending? On TikTok.
So, this little trend right here, me and Kellen, we're both kind of over it.
It's so annoying.
But also, like, it's made us all realize something that, like, women have been doing since the dawn of time, which is excusing a lot about a man's appearance because of other things that they bring to the table, which guys don't really, I don't think it's like they don't do this, but I don't think, like, they do this as often for women. But women do it all the time. Like, we will see a guy who will literally be like a 4, quote, a 4, whatever that means in your mind. Imagine that. And then we're like, we learn he has a job. We learn he has a nice car. We learn that he has a skincare routine. We learn that he can dress really fucking nicely. And we learn that he, like, uses products in his hair, and we're like, oh, whoa, 4. Because now it's like an 8.
We are not just attracted to your physical appearance.
It's, like,
it's the personality,
picture.
right?
Yeah.
It's like
totally.
who you are as a person, like your inner soul, right? But this whole trend on TikTok right now is basically being like, okay, so he's a 4, but he drives a Lamborghini. And then the friend will be like, oh my God, 8.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like stuff like that. But the thing is, it's like, I don't know if it's even funny, but like the guys, right, are doing it. So she's a 10, but like forgot to wipe her ass.
Yeah.
And they're like, haha, 3. Like,
yeah.
It's just like the weirdest, like reversed shit.
Right. Because the origin of the joke and like the reason that it was funny in the first place is because women are giving men higher scores than they, quote, deserve because of certain attributes, where men took the trend and we're just degrading women for dumb shit. And it's like, okay, you missed the joke. The joke and the point and the reason that it's funny is because it's like women time and time again will boost men in terms of attractiveness because of other things that don't have to do with physical looks. And guys are just like, oh, girl, yeah, she's a 10, but like, she has an annoying laugh, and they're like 2, and I'm like, fuck off, that's not funny.
Yeah, but that's like a boy, in my opinion. Like, those are little boys,
exactly,
to
totally.
be fair, because I think if it's like a man, like they're gonna be like, oh, that's kind of a cute laugh,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, so I think like that's the difference there. But that's also why this trend is funny right now, because it's like these like college frat bros who are like 25 but like still aren't over their frat days.
Mentally they're like 18.
But anyway, so we decided that we were gonna play a little game.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the same thing, but instead it's gonna be more of like, what are certain things that would like boost a person's, quote, rating. So I'm gonna give a scenario for me, and then I'm gonna give what that weight would be.
Okay.
So for me, the way somebody dresses is very important / attractive to me. So like a man could carry himself so nicely, but maybe not have the best face. And I'm going to think he is fine as fuck, because for me, that adds 4 points to your score.
4 points.
4
points. So
yeah,
she's saying if you're a 3, you're now a 7. Damn.
Because
that's heavyweight. That's heavyweight.
Because for me, I'm like, if you can put a fit together in a way that's not just like, I'm not saying like, okay, you dress what everybody else dresses, like, cool, that makes you a 7. It's like you can compile something, you're creative, like you're following with trends, like you care about this kind of stuff. To me, that's hot because it's like outwardly you know that you need to, like, I don't know, keep up with the times and like be cool. Because for me, so many like men lose me. They could be fucking Ken Barbie. And I'm like,
Ken Barbie.
Yeah, Ken the Barbie doll.
I could be Ken Barbie.
And I look at you and I'm like, you have Vineyard Vines on in fucking like ankle socks.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. If you be wearing Vineyard Vines still to this day,
-4.
-7.
Oh shit!
Like that shit's not cute. That or military men, bro. Y'all out. Y'all out. You're in the negatives.
Yeah, but yeah. So for me, like literally, you can get +4 for like clothing. So like, what's a plus on your?
Okay, so is mine supposed to be like aesthetically? Like it's like I look at
no, it could be anything. Like it could be like a characteristic. It could be a personality trait. Like literally anything. Or it could be like a physical thing, like has good teeth.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know. I feel like I thought like clothing wasn't like kind of cliche, but like to me, I guess it's like if you can make me laugh, because like I think that a lot of things are funny, but if you can genuinely get me to laugh, I'm like,
bro, that is so true.
Like okay, pop off 3, pop off number 4, like go off.
So what is that score then? What are you giving that? Like if a guy is consistently making you laugh and like gets your humor and is like,
because to me, okay, so
hitting every time,
because that shows me like if a similar sense of humor, like you kind of like get me, right? Like so, right, and you think that I'm funny back because like we have similar sense of humor. That's really fucking attractive to me. So it's probably like like a 5. Like that's 5 extra points.
Damn.
No, like because like that to me is important because like to me like you get me, like because I don't want you to sit there like we say this all the time with like Cody and fuck
Noel.
No.
Oh.
What's his fiance's name?
Oh, Kelsey.
I knew. I was like, I don't know why I wanted to say Kirsten, but because my friend's name is Kirsten, and I just want to say that, but I knew it wasn't right.
Yeah.
Like Kelsey isn't necessarily the funniest person. She doesn't make like she is funny. She has her own like sense of humor,
right? But
her jokes don't always hit. But I think it's so fucking hot that Cody takes her jokes and runs with it and doesn't put her down for it. Like because that's the thing. Like guys are like, that wasn't funny. That was stupid.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Like it's so quick to whatever. But I think it's so hot when they can like take your joke and like roll with it too.
And she's gotten so much funnier because her like, him. But well, no, like and her confidence because of that.
Exactly.
Like so she's like is making these like funnier like out of pocket jokes,
right?
Like
so and like
often.
that's really hard to come by. So that's why I'm gonna say it's 5 extra points if you if you can like make me laugh and also go along with like my jokes, right? Like even if they're not the funniest thing, but like you hype them up like it is. I'm a fucking comedian. That's hot.
Yeah, that's true. And like I think too, we both have large personalities, one might say, and so a lot of times like men are quick to be like, you guys are annoying. Whereas like I feel like if you hang out with us more, it's not these hour segments of us just trying to push out the best versions of us. Like we have some like little slight things that are funny and like whatever that like I think a lot of people don't pick up on necessarily. So like it to have like a partner that acknowledges that too and like thinks that's funny and like the little stuff, like that's
because also I think that translates to a lot of other areas of life. Like if you're gonna be supportive that my shitty joke was funny, you're gonna be supportive of a lot of other things. Like you know what I mean? And I got good patience. Like totally. It just shows me a lot about you if that's it. Yeah, that's one thing for me.
All right, let's each give one more, and then we'll move on to our last topic of the evening.
Okay.
Or the morning, whenever you're listening to this. Who knows what time it is. Yeah, it's our evening right now.
This is our show. It's about us.
Yeah, so
take
off. That. Okay, I'm gonna think of one more thing. And this one's not gonna be as okay. Clothing was very basic. I get that. Let me think.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that it was cliche.
No,
I was gonna say it was kind of cliche, so I was like, well,
it's okay. I'm gonna think of one that's more niche.
Okay. They watch anime. They understand my anime that I like to watch, and they want to also add to my Excel spreadsheet. And then they want to watch with me my Excel spreadsheet because you know what? And they have to agree with all the ratings that I give them. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna.
You just said niche, and I was like, bitch, she's gonna go.
No. I wasn't gonna say that, but I'm just thinking of like the things that I like to do. If we have like, because I feel like it's really easy to like, when you first start dating people, like you find like one thing that you have in common and then it's like boom, like you stick on that. But it's more like if you're willing to like try the things that I like to do and like vice versa, like you are open to me like coming to do the things that you like to do. Because I feel like I've been in a lot of relationships with people that like we keep our things that we like very separate. And then at times it feels like, okay, well, when we're doing stuff together, we only do the one thing that we have in common and it gets boring. And so like, I feel like having a person who's like willing to try the things that you want, but also willing to let you into the things that they like is like so hot. Because I hate when a guy is like, oh yeah, like I love gaming.
But my question
and then
about
like,
this,
I don't want you to do this with me.
Okay, but my question about this is like, that to me feels like that's what you want in a relationship, correct? Right, but like, so if you look at a guy and he's a 4, how are you going to know that he's going to do those things to give him more points? Because if he's a 4 already, how are you going to give him the chance or the time to do those things? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming up with that. Because that's a great quality. Every girl wants that, right? Like, you want to have things in common. But like, if you're looking at a 4, say he's at work. Say it's a guy at work, he's a 4. So that's how you could kind of get to know more of his personality versus like a bar, right? How would that be able to translate there?
I don't know. You go your next answer then.
Okay, so I guess mine was kind of on the same line too, because that's why I was thinking about that's the only reason I brought that up to you was because I was thinking to myself, because originally I was like, okay, so like I'm the type of person where like if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna fucking do it. Like it doesn't like no questions asked. I don't care how much of an inconvenience it is to me. Like I will just do it.
Right.
So I hate when people, even like in friendships, when they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll text you later, and then we can get drinks."
I hate people like that.
Then that you don't text me later. So don't tell me you're gonna call me or text me later and then not do it. Because I'm never gonna reach out to you because you said you were gonna.
It's almost like you just did it to end the conversation without being like, "See ya." Right. Like you wanted to keep it open just in case.
But like, especially for like guys, I'm saying. Yeah. So like if you're like hanging out with them or whatever, you saw them or whatever, like, oh, I'll text you later.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to reach out to you.
Right, because you said you were going to do it.
Exactly. So in my mind, you're going to reach out to me. So if you actually would do that, or like you're like, hey, like we should grab drinks, or hey, we should go on a run, whatever you're doing, the activity, and you actually follow through with the plan.
And mean it, yeah.
Like that's really fucking hot.
Yeah. Because like, I feel like these could both. I feel like these could both be things because like you don't have to be like a 4. Like if this guy was like an 8, but then he like was doing the stuff that I wanted to do, or he was like sending you texts like after the first date and was like, hey, let's do this, and then he followed through with it. I feel like that would you could still boost it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like we could be like, because I don't think either one of us is gonna go on a date with a 4 regardless. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've fucked some 4s, but I've never gone on dates. I've never gone on dates with them. I've
literally seen her fuck 4s. Not
live.
Not live. I've seen her take him home.
Yeah.
I slept in her living room while she fucked 4s.
Tell me you never fucked an ugly dude.
I have.
Yeah. See.
I have.
Speaking of ugly dudes, we're gonna talk about ugly dudes, and the thing about ugly dudes. And here's the thing. If you're watching this visually, we get it. We look like shit right now. So preface that. We don't always look like this. Check out our social medias. Follow me at Starnsy on Instagram. She is Kellen Red K.
Yes.
On the Insta. Check us out there. That's when we don't look like garbage. But needless to say, we are going to talk about men being ugly, knowing damn well that we don't look our best right now. So it's what it is. But what I want to say is, I think Billie Eilish said it famously. She said, give an ugly guy a chance, and he thinks he rules the world.
She said, I think Billie Eilish, who's already a A-list celebrity, said it famously.
Famously, she said this. But it's so true. And I think that's what's so funny about this trend is women constantly making excuses for men's appearances. with all these other little things, but it really do be the most unattractive men who treat you the worst in the end.
Somehow they like have the most confidence too. And
yeah,
like,
what is that?
I don't know.
This is a perfect example. Okay, literally 2 days ago, or this was yesterday actually, I was laying out at my fucking pool at my apartment, having a grand old time by myself. Had my headphones in. I was just chilling. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. My apartment complex is not the cream of the crop when it comes to the people who live there in their appearance, okay? Everybody is very average looking. There's no standouts, you know. We're all pretty much the same, except there are some uggos, okay? There are some men there that are, if you saw them at a bar, you would steer the fuck clear, because these are the type of guys that have all the confidence in the world and you don't know where they get it from. So I'm laying here, head down, AirPods in, like just laying out, and I get a fucking tap on my shoulder, and it is what God punished this person's parents with the way that this kid came out. He was ugly. Ugly. I'm just letting the people know, because this is a visual, or this is an audio thing, right? Like, I gotta describe it. He was looking like so Quasimodo, okay? This guy taps on my shoulder, and he's like, hey, you look pretty lonely. Like, do you want to come drink with me and my friends? And I look over at all of his friends. Although they are less ugly than him, they are not attractive either. And I'm just like, no thanks. Like, I'm good. If I wanted to drink with you, like, I would have come up to you. But it's something about the confidence that an ugly man has that I will just never understand.
Because... Okay, so confidence is very attractive in a man, and in females too. I mean, like, confidence is key with everything that you're doing, correct? Like, because if it's not, if you don't have it, it's kind of like meh.
Right.
But it's the thing is that those guys are like douchey frat bros. Yeah. So their confidence is like, it's like their ego just is what's like pouring out of 100%. Their weird chests. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the fact that it's actually confidence. It's their fucking egos that need to be stroked. Yeah. So there's a complete fucking difference there. Yeah. Because like, if he actually was confident as a man, he wouldn't have approached you that way.
By myself.
No,
exactly.
Not by yourself, but even maybe by yourself, but not while you're laying on your stomach, tanning your back. Yeah. With headphones in. Like, I think he would have waited for a completely different moment. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you got dipped into the pool. You don't have any of that stuff on, and he's like, oh, hey. Like, you know, it'd been a completely different approach versus this man's ego needed to be stroked.
Jump scare.
There's a whole difference there. That's all that was, is this man has little dick syndrome, and he needed that to be fucking, you know? And it got hurt. Yeah. And it got really fucking hurt, because then he wanted to be a dick to you the rest of the time. Right. And you felt uncomfortable, he felt uncomfortable, and then you left. And that sucks. So... for that, I would give him a -4. But
right, if you saw his face, dude, you would also do that.
I probably, but I also know that I would have been a lot nicer to him than you.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like, we're so nice to ugly dudes. For what? I'm tired of it. I'm gonna give you the same energy that you give your definition of a quote unattractive woman. You don't give an unattractive woman in your eyes the time of day. So why am I giving you the time of day, sir?
True.
You know?
True.
Because men are dicks to women, but then when women are dicks to them, they're like, whoa, what?
But see, I have a very opposite approach, right? I just become a sarcastic asshole to men like that. Like, where to the thing, like, they think I'm flirting with them, but in my head, it's all a fucking joke.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. Like, they 100% think that you're like vibing, and they think you're into it, because multiple times this has happened. And I will come over, and I'm like these literally the scum of the earth will be chatting it up with Kellen, and they are thinking they are on fire, because this bitch will be here, like her cheeks are to her fucking ears, smiling so hard, giggling
at myself.
She will literally like touch their shoulders, like hyping their comedy up, because she thinks it's funny, because she knows it's not funny, and she knows they're ugly, but is like is playing into it, and I will walk over like I am the fucking bodyguard here, and I'm like, can you guys fucking leave us alone? And they're like, what? Like she wants us here, right? And then you're like, oh yeah, it's not a big deal. And I'm like, and I will literally be like, have you guys looked in the mirror recently? Like, fuck off.
They'll be like, your friend is so mean. I'm like,
yeah,
I understand it. Just go get yourself another drink.
Yeah, they'll literally be like, they'll literally be like, oh, your friend's a bitch, and I'm like, you guys are ugly. I'm fine with being called a bitch. Like, the fuck?
No, but the thing is, yeah, I'm laughing so hard at myself.
Yeah.
Because I know this is all a fucking game, and I just like, also I like the attention, so I just fucking feed into it. I'm gonna be real.
I don't like to be surrounded by ugly people, so I'm like, you are scaring away the hot people.
You are killing the vibe. Where are all the hot people?
You're bringing us down because of association, right? Like, that's what I've always told my friends. Like, every time I tell my friends, I was like, I only have beautiful people I surround myself with, because like there's no need to bring your rating down because of the people you're around.
Right.
All my friends are queens, and they're all hot. And we don't need these uggos to fucking bring our rating down when they're around us.
But that shit, literally, I live for it. I think it's so funny.
I know you do. And it's so funny every time because you're so nice to literally leeches.
If I am that nice to somebody, I don't fuck with you because I'm actually a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
So like, but that's the thing. That's the difference about you and me. You are a bitch up front because you have a very hard exterior.
Yeah.
But then you're super sweet.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, am super sweet. Then you get to know me, fucking bitch. Like, I
think people would call that fake. I think you just had a moment of realization. You
said you're two-faced.
You're literally, by definition, fake.
Facts. I am.
You said, yeah, you have a hard exterior, but once they get to know you, you're really nice. Me, I'm really, really nice, and then they get to know me, and I'm a bitch.
At least I know it about myself. It's the truth.
Oh, man, that's so funny.
I mean, some might say that is just a two-faced bitch. And I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it because that shit is so funny to me when I'm at the bar and I'm like talking to like a whole group of guys and like just hyping them
Which is so funny because, yes, you do that with men, but like.
Not with women, though.
No, you don't. And I do that with girls. I am so fake nice.
You do because you'll go through the drive-thru and be like, oh my God, I love your nails. And the bitch only has one fucking fake nail on.
But also the thing is, I never, ever, ever want to be rude to a woman unless they're actually a bitch. But to men, I don't care. I can be rude to them. It takes nothing off of my chest. Like, I don't feel bad about it. I feel so bad being rude to women. So, like, literally, unless you have spit on my face, I'm not going to say anything mean to you ever.
And it's not, okay, you just made it sound like I'm a fucking cunt to girls.
No.
I bleep that one out.
I'm not saying you're mean to girls. I'm just saying you are so overly nice to men the way I'm overly nice to women.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like, I will say, like, a bitch will literally fucking shoulder check me and I'll apologize to her.
Yeah.
Whereas to dudes, like, you are so nice to them.
Yes.
And I'm literally a cunt.
Well, this really became a therapy session.
I think so.
Veered very far away.
I mean, it makes sense because we started with emo.
Yeah.
So I think we just got emo.
I think we just needed it. No, it was really veered from the game that we were supposed to be playing.
Yeah, well, we went from talking about scores to just talking about ugly dudes.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, if you're an ugly dude, like,
there's ways to make up for it, and it's now more than ever you can do that. Yeah, knowing this trend.
All I'm saying is, but the thing, like, if you're ugly though, we're not fucking. I don't care how sweet you are. I don't care what kind of money you got. I don't care because, like,
yeah, we're never gonna get to getting to know you.
We're never gonna get the sex. And
yeah,
I don't want, like, and that's me because I don't want to get to know you, but I'm gonna look at you like a friend the whole time. And, like, once you're friend zone, there's really no coming out of it.
That's true.
That's the thing there. Like, it's not like I wouldn't give you the time of day, but, like, we're friends, but you think that I'm interested because, like, we just fucking read friends. I will hype you up. That might be a toxic trait of mine. I don't know. But that's it. That's just it. Like, so.
That's just showbiz, baby.
And that's on being a Leo, okay? Literally. But anyway, sorry. This was like the most ADHD. I felt like I was in Emily's brain.
My meds have worn off a long time ago.
Well, it makes sense.
I was thinking about that on my way here because I got a Diet Coke beforehand and I was like, full send. We're going no Adderall, large Diet Coke for the win.
Well, honestly, you kept it together a lot better than I thought you were with no Adderall because...
Thank you.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. This could have been 25 topics in already. So she did keep it together.
I did. I stuck to 3.
But everything that way we actually had this like structured and planned did not come to fruition. But that's okay.
I think the best episodes are like that, though.
That's okay.
You know?
I'm not mad about it.
Me neither.
But you might be. But that's okay. Leave us a rating. Add engagement.
Please. Yes. On that note, we'll wrap it. But before we sign off formally, we know we have quite a few new listeners. So thank you so much for being here. But it would help us out so much is if our new people and our old people and everybody else in between would give us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. That seriously helps so much, like with the algorithm and everything else, and helps get us in front of more people. Tell us what you think. It doesn't have to be good. Literally just do something. Like just engage.
Tell us we're shit.
If you hate us, tell us you hate us, but just engage. Just do it.
5 stars, but leave a bad review. That's okay too.
Oh, okay. That's a hack. Life hack.
Emily said, I'm going to suck you off if you leave 5 stars.
Yeah. I never said that. Let me just clarify.
That's basically how you would talk.
I think that Kellen just said that. I don't think I said that. I don't think that was me.
It was the energy I was receiving from you and that. It was the energy that I was receiving.
I was just kind of accepting the hate.
No, it was more like,
okay,
do anything. I will do anything for you as long as you leave a rate and review.
Well, you heard it here first, people.
Emily's
Smash
a whore.
that like button, rate and review the podcast, and signing off, we're going to pass it to Kellen.
Well, that's it for another episode of Society 97. I'm Kellen Redkay. You can find me at Kellen Redkay on Instagram.
And I'm Emily Starnsey. You can find me on Instagram at Starnsey. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram as well. We are at Society97.pod on the Instagram. We're also on TikTok at Society97pod.
And make sure to check out our YouTube channel. We post vlogs and random ass videos every single Tuesday. Well, this past Tuesday, I was going to say tomorrow because it's coming out tomorrow, but this past Tuesday's amazing. Top notch.
Chef's Kiss comedy skits.
That is our comedy right there.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah, we entered the skit section of YouTube, so
yes,
we are now making comedy
we
skits.
Are. Anyway, on Friday you can get the video version of the podcast, and we shall see you next Thursday. Bye.
Okay, bye.